Hello YouTube, welcome to podcast number 3. Real quick disclaimer, I have not been great the last 3-4 days. Had stomach pains till early mornings, haven't been sleeping. Emotions have been like boom boom boom. I got therapy later on today, so I think it's gonna be pretty tough. But I made a promise. My eyes are quite bloodshot, but I made a promise on Thursdays to do podcasts, and I just finished up a meditation. I did probably 3 different ones this morning. Yeah, my emotions are really hard, so it's requiring me to really delve in, get to the root of things and heal. So yeah, 1 second. Water, bro. Water. Anyway, today's podcast, I was going to continue on the topic of mystical experiences, and this is the one that came through my meditation. I was like, what am I going to talk about? So it was when I discovered that I have these healing gifts of channeling or intuitive ability where thoughts will come through the mind and truly I'm actually hearing what other people's hearts are saying that they have suppressed, which if I was to mention it would unlock a certain healing vibration within them. Sounds all fancy, but basically I went to a New Year's Eve event, 4 days camping. Sorry, I can hear people outside. I'm just wondering if they're gonna come in, but yeah, 4 days event camping, and it was like music and stuff, but it's not one of those bush stuffs that, you know, have the theme and ideas of drugs and alcohol. We're actually not allowed that. People still did it, more or less. I don't actually do any of that. I don't need it, and I don't like it as well. I'm too sensitive for that. And yeah, and it was for 4 or 5 days, and it was like $150, so it was like really affordable too. That's how you know it's more authentic. It's more money, more mainstream. But you know what? Experience is an experience, do you? And yeah, I was there, and it was like, you know, each day you'd be meeting people, and we had a closing ceremony. You have an opening ceremony and a closing one. You know, it's all different. This one involved drumming and speeches and thanking the lands. And the closing ceremony, I was just chilling there, standing, listening, and this random guy came up to me. I wouldn't say random, I met him throughout the days, and he's just like, can I stand with you, you know, be around you? I was like, yeah, of course. So clearly he liked my energy when we met, and he felt comfortable. And he's just chilling there, like right in front of me, and like my thought is telling me, you are seen, like repetitively. I'm like, what the fuck? And I turn to him and go, brother, I see you, or you are seen. And within seconds, like we're talking 5 to 10 seconds, this guy just started bawling his eyes. And I was just like, whoa, like, okay, didn't expect that. Beautiful, release. It was just a really nice moment. Sorry, I am super anxious this morning, but I do want to get this podcast out. It's probably going to be, I don't want to say a quick one, but yeah. Like, if I don't do it now, I don't know when I will, and I want to be more in tune and present for you guys. I hope I did post this, because clearly my anxiety is kind of through the roof at the moment. But anyway, yeah. Okay, so yeah, and that was him. That was my first experience, and I was just like, oh, what the heck, like, I can do that, that's interesting. And then randomly, like, so it's all vibration, law of attraction, right? You're in a certain vibration, so you're attracting these things. It's just how it works. A girl comes and sits next to me on the ground, like pretty close by, and she just starts like singing, because like the closing ceremony is singing too, just like everyone, but this girl's singing, like she's quite low in her voice, and my like self within, my heel is just like, louder girl, louder, like get your voice, you know, let it be heard and seen. And she starts going louder and louder, and then she starts crying, and I'm like, okay, like beautiful. I've got like, I felt like a mum. I've got my babies, like 2 people crying. I'm like, oh my goodness, amazing. So yeah, and she was beautiful. And yeah, so she just had her release too. You know, like clearly she wanted to be louder, and you know, like this is why I have the motto in my channel: I see you, I feel you, I am you, I love you. You know, I see you as that guy. I feel you. Like, you know, it's just there. We're the same people, different but similar. Yeah, and so then after that, I'm walking, I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And like, obviously their release is feeling me and healing me as I'm healing them. And then I come across these other 2 people, and I try with this other girl. I'm like, look, I have this gift, do you want to give it a go? And she's like, yeah, it's really cool. And this time it was definitely listening to my thoughts, and I won't go into details, but it was about her family member and how she was worried about her. And I got pinpoint exactly right on it. It was crazy. And then after that, like, this other guy, I don't know, that one wasn't too into it, because now that like I know my gift, you know, now doubts can come through as well. So that was the pure original thought in the beginning, but I don't even know if I'm making sense right now. That's how much I'm all over the shop. Yeah, and then later on, I had one more experience, and then this has happened time to time with different members of my family or people I've known where they just start like crying because you're saying what needs to be said, you know, for them to release. It's beautiful. But train of thought. We're up to 5 minutes. Yeah, and so I know I'm gonna transition out of this phase as well. I don't know what's gonna do it. I also don't know how long I'm gonna be in it. I also think my period's coming. Oh god, when my period comes, that's one of the toughest times. Like, hands down, if I was to ever pick my skin again, it's during like upcoming my period or on my period. Emotions are through the roof. It's fucked. Anyway, just want to be honest and, you know, talking to you as if I know you. So yeah. Yeah, and so then after him, I sat with like these friends that I made. They're really cool. I love my little community. They're so awesome. And yeah, and then there's like a couple and I tried with them, and yeah, but yeah, like it's really delicate stuff, so you don't want to just tread like lightly and stuff. And after that, pretty much my whole life changed again, similar to that last mystical experience I had. This time it changed to where I knew who I was once again this lifetime, who my soul, what my reason was for being in this lifetime. So that was a really huge trip, actually. Like, I'm pretty much like, what's it called? My, I don't have the word, but, I'm not being so, oh god. How I'm talking about it isn't literally like, it's such a, had such a huge impact in my life. It really did make me know who I was against this lifetime. I'm sorry. Yeah. The school. As you can see, I'm trying to be, not someone I'm not, but I'm trying to put a good face on, good show on. Because you'd think like podcasts, obviously you're teaching people things while they're listening. And, well, some people, like, I sometimes believe that when, like, you're not feeling your best, how can people benefit from that? Maybe you won't even benefit from, like, my experience of what I'm saying, but rather how I am right now. Maybe you're feeling this way, you know? And it's okay to feel this way. It really sucks, but yeah. I gotta post this today, don't I? I mean, also, I could do a podcast after my therapy session too. That is a possibility, but yeah, anyway, so yeah, it changed my entire course of reality. It's pretty extreme, but it really did. It made me know I'm a healer. And then I had a lot of healing experiences because after that came my Peru volunteering trip, which I'm happy to go into that in the next podcast. Let's do that. I think so. I'm just going to follow the signs because that's a really cool trip. Oh my god, amazing. Truly my first travel trip. Incredible. Yeah, so yeah, it changed a lot. Yeah, so that was another mystical experience I've had. I've got probably some more loaded up as well, but these are like the main ones where I'm like, whew, reality as I knew it just shifted and changed. Required an up-leveling, just like now. I think whenever we're going through down times, you gotta go through them, number one. You gotta accept it, you gotta feel it. You do have to be compassionate with yourself, try to be, but it's requiring you to shed even more shit to level up, and I don't know. 9 minutes, bro, like, the last two podcasts I've gone for 25 minutes each, and I'm already finished, so, like, yeah. I just didn't want to fuck around. I was just like, I finished my meditations, I'm like, okay, I feel good. And then shit led up to, like, you know, A to B. A to B was from meditating to getting to my laptop with my phone like this, and hoping that not many drops, or hoping that not many things would trigger me in that meantime. And they did. They did, hence why I am here trying to recalibrate, but it is what it is. I don't know why I'm so with emotions. I know I've had stomach pains, and I know the stomach center is quite important when it comes to energy system. Like, that's where you hold your energy. And I remember I was getting insights of maybe like leaky gut or energy's leaking from me, like, energetically. So I'm not holding my energy, and that's your core center. Lack of sleep. My skin breaking out just a tad. This good old man here. I don't know. Like, I can wrap it up here, but it's only 10 minutes. The last ones were talking for like 25 almost. I think I knew ahead of time that some Thursdays weren't going to be easy, but I'd still want to post. Yeah. How are you doing? Put in the comments, you know. What's your day like today? How are you feeling? I don't know what to do. We're at 11 minutes. I can wrap it up. Life isn't perfect nor ideal, but yeah. It's a beautiful day though, in where I'm at, so Sydney, Australia. Sunny, sun's out, bun's out. I just don't know what to do. Like, do I give that same still experience? Do I bring what's new with me? Which I wouldn't say much is new with me, other than just like really intense emotions that I'm trying to deal with. And I mean, like, I don't think I can stay stable for longer than like a minute or two at the moment, which is kind of tough, and sometimes seconds, which is really honest. But yeah, I'm just trying like to stay above my emotions and thoughts. My nose looks really big. See, I'll probably use my glasses. Yeah. Look at me judging myself, and told you, it happens. Yeah, but yeah, if you've seen some of my new shorts, I've had some new upgrades. You know, I've got a new briefcase for my business, Rainbow Fairy Goddess, which is really cool. Yeah, I've got my whiteboard. I don't know if you can see, where is she? Hold up. There she is. My briefcase is on my bed, just here. Yes. Yeah. I feel bad because I don't know right now what to do. It's at 12 minutes. Do I end it? Do I continue talking? Cute pages, right? Peter Alexander, little doggies. I had to bring him. I do want to start my morning, get out there in the sun, have some good brekkie, be with the peeps. I'll see whether I post this or I do one after my therapy. Who knows? Rup. Yeah. I'm gonna wrap this up, but stay tuned. I think my next podcast is just gonna be about proof volunteering. I mean, like, that's what I feel in this podcast, but we'll see what it leads up to. Yeah, I know this wasn't the most ideal podcast. I know I got to say part of my experience in the beginning, but the truth be told is I am struggling right now, pretty strongly. My support system, I mean, I see my therapist today. I'd never like to say how I'm feeling to people. I like to do it on my own, which could be why I'm feeling this way. Yeah. Yeah. It's tough. What you want to do is just get out of the emotion. When it's so strong in there, it's pretty tough to. Breathing really helps though. for now. Lots of love. Rainbow Fairy Goddess.